Hello, once again. Welcome once. Okay, forget that noise. Hello and welcome once again to Living and Active. This is going to be an apparently unplanned uh, and hopefully better progressing video on the Motel's New Machine playlist. I thought it might be fun for me, maybe for you too. I don't know. If I actually showed what it looks like in the not really a shop, but the spare room in my living space that serves as the operating hub of Motel's new machine when Motel's new machines are actually doing the sewing thing. So this is from the the bandage project. Yes, I am working both machines, and I'll explain why in a second. That's my laptop, which will be playing something else while I'm actually working, but to avoid copyright, whatever, it just has the screensaver thing on a YouTube ambience video. But uh, what I have is that whole stack of 13 by 37, 13 and a half by 37-inch pieces of fabric that I'm going to turn into exterior dressing wraps. By the way, the clocks are telling you it's 10 p.m. Sorry, 11 p.m. Maybe, I don't know, I can't tell. It's something o'clock at night. But the process, anyway, is taking two of those, putting them together on the finished edge, because all of these have a finished edge from the sheet that they were cut from. I've since applied the serger to all of the cut edges and finished them up. These have all been run through the laundry already. So what I do is I take two of them and I put them in my straight stitch machine here, which is a Singer 404 from some year or other that I can't remember. I've got the information written down somewhere, maybe up here. Singer 404. What I usually do when I decide that a machine is going to be for shop use, I'll sew a little sample thing with it, and then I'll write the name of I'll write the machine and the information for the machine that sewed the sample, and I'll put it up here. But I didn't do that for the 404 yet. I have a whole bunch of stuff I've sewn with other machines that I no longer have because they graduated to distribution before I really knew what I was going to do. So I have those mementos. Like here's something I did on a Pencraft 3400. This is a fairly nice zigzag machine. This one up here, yes, I know I'm not wearing my wrist braces. I'm having some temperature issues. So I'm trying to keep as much airflow over my skin as possible. But this little pouch thing I made, try not to dox anyone here. I made with a Singer 533 or Singer Stylus 533 that I don't have. But anyway, the Singer 404. This is my straight stitch machine. This is a slant-o-matic because the needle is slanted towards the user, so it's easier to see where the needle's meeting the fabric, in case you didn't know that. It's a very nice machine. I like it a lot. The tension on it sticks a little bit. As soon as I find one, I'll probably just swap out the whole tension assembly, or maybe if I get really gung-ho and I remember that I know how to fix sewing machines, I'll take the thing apart myself and try to fix it. But for now, I just leave it be. But I do my straight stitch, double up on the seam here on this machine, and then I come over here to my Brother VX757, which is the designated shop zigzag machine, and I get it set up like this, and I double over the seam that I just made over on the other machine, and then I have it set for a zigzag pattern. Let me back up so you can see it, or maybe turn the light off so you can see it better. Oh. But I have a zigzag pattern. I've got the stitch length set and everything else, and then so I'll lay the seam flat over on the outside, and I'll do a top stitch zigzag just to secure the seam. And then what I'll do after I get all this whole big pile sewn together like that, then I'll go through and I will cut these into thirds, finish off the edges or whatever, and then those will be my rolled bandages. But as with everything, it's a process, and all the processes have to be done in order, one at a time, especially since I'm the only person here to do them. But here's the cool thing about this particular machine. I don't know if you can see it. That name right there is So Steady. That is a small company. They make stuff like this for sewing machines. This sewing machine, if you want to look and learn, is a free arm sewing machine. Basically what that means is that it is designed for sleeves and pant legs and everything to go over this narrow part, so they can go around instead of trying to hold everything straight and steady and not stitch a sleeve or a leg together when you're doing hems. But the So Steady company, and I purchased these through another supplier. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I will put the links to these two folks. I think they're different folks. I think So Steady is one person, and then Sewing Parts Online is the guy I order these from. I think he takes the order and then he passes it on to the So Steady folks, and then they make it. This table and this little drawer, this hideaway drawer, which is awesome. I'll do that again so you can see it. This actually just pivots on the leg of the table, the extension table here, and it goes back under out of the way, and it's just awesome. I'd originally ordered that table and that drawer for that machine, which is a Brother VX710, but it's got some problems that I haven't really figured out yet. I think it's got a busted gear somewhere. But this machine does not have that problem. Plus, it's blue. I like blue better. And so I tried it when it came in, and the same table and drawer actually fit this machine. So, bonus, I got my zigzag machine for shop use, and I got to keep my high-speed little custom table thing for it. So that's what a project looks like in the workspace. I'll back up here a little bit so you can get the full effect of the machines that are working, the machines that are not working, the workstation, both of them, and my collection of thread, which is mostly hidden by the laptop, and my no longer functioning light curtains that I can't take down because I can't reach them. Well, I could if I really wanted to play around with my reacher grabber tool, but so anyway, this is back to focus. This is the shop. This is what the actual workroom of looks like during this bandage project. So I'm going to go back to doing that work. I'm going to end this video. I don't know when I'm going to process it and edit it and upload it and all that stuff, but at least I get it shot before I forget. I might just carry on with the sewing for a while because there's 30 of those things to get stitched together and to prep for cutting, so that's going to be a lot of work. So I may not even upload this until like tomorrow sometime, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed the semi-action shot. I'm going to go back to turning the overhead light off to alleviate any migraine issues so I can continue to work. And then I'm going to go get my coffee, which I can smell is hot on the stove in my percolator. I'm going to go back to work. So as a reminder, Hebrews 11:6, without faith it is impossible to please God. And if one of the things you're trying to do with the things you do with your hands, as Scripture instructs us, whatsoever your hand finds to do, do as unto the Lord. If you want to be pleasing to the Lord in the doing of the thing your hand finds to do, then do it in faith that He honors your heart, He sees your heart, and that He rewards those who seek Him. So if I didn't say the verse and I just rambled on again after I gave the reference, I don't know if I did or not. Hebrews 11:6. Without faith it is impossible to please God. Those who come to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of those who seek Him. And by the way, here's my cool little fabric shears and scissors and sharpening stone pouch. That is actually a military issue dump bag for something or other that I found. That's a cool little hanging thing that I made from a scrap of upholstery sample. I crocheted the netting on the front. Didn't come out very well, but it works. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Whatever you're doing, until next time, if there is next time, and there might not be, God be with you.